All right, everybody, we are live again. Me and my brother Fitzgerald Stephens, like we do every. Today's Tuesday, right? Today is Tuesday.
Yeah, last night I thought it was Friday. No, I mean, no, I'm sorry. Last night I thought it was Thursday.
I forgot, like, until somebody reminded me yesterday that Christmas is tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah,
I completely forgot.
yeah. Because after we get off the stream, I got to go, get some gifts. My ideal of giving gift is to get cars and put cash in it. You
Yeah,
really
that's all I
really
need.
can't mess that one up. So I got my niece and nephew in particular, 9 and 11 years old. So I go there and get them, some funny card and put money in for it. So that'll buy me some love for a couple hours from them.
Oh yeah, yeah, you'll be good. A card. I remember growing up, a card and a $20 bill.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Kids love that, man. I wish somebody would
Yeah,
gave that to me when I was little. Then but that's what I mostly like giving gift cards because let people buy what they want. Sometimes
right.
you just don't get it right.
Because some people get offended when you give them a gift card.
Well, I'll
Well,
take it.
you didn't take the time out to think about what I really wanted.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I make this individuals. Yeah, man, I understand. So yeah, but just if someone thinking enough to do something for you, just be grateful. That's all.
Right, exactly. So everyone, again, we are live. Me and my brother Fitzgerald Stevens, and today's topic is why are people who are less qualified than you doing better than you? That's today's topic, and I remember when I was at the University of Georgia, you would have uh, you know players who were very talented. Shout out to Street Genius, very talented, right? But they couldn't get out of their own way. Either they got caught smoking dope, they got into a domestic dispute. They'll get suspended, they'll flunk out, and then you'll see these other cats who are now in the league who you remember playing with even in high school, and you're like, how did he make it this far? And that could be one of the reasons is you know a lot of people are picking up the ball and running with it when those who are more talented than them are literally sabotaging themselves. Then also, of course, it's not about what you know, but who you know. That's another reason. So there are a number of reasons of why people who you feel as if are less qualified than you who are doing better than you. And I know we've all experienced that. Um, especially in corporate America, and you know, and sometimes even playing college sports and high school sports. I forgot the name of the term where there's a family member who makes the decisions and they look out for their own family member. What's the name of the term?
Nepotism.
Nepotism. Nepotism. There you go. So you have a lot of that as well. But guess what? In Karatbars, none of that matters.
That's a beautiful thing. Sometimes a frightening thing too, because sometimes the systems like this, the free market enterprises, network marketing, referral marketing, um, you don't have nothing to hide behind. If you have sloppy people skills, it's going to come out. If you have a sloppy worth ethic, it's going to come out. If you have a problem with controlling your temper, it's going to come out. But if you're good at edifying people and putting people interests first, it's going to come out. If you sincerely care about people, it's going to come out. If your heart is right and you just want to be in gratitude, to really see someone win, it's going to come out. If it's because you are responsible. And some individuals, they just don't want to have responsibility. They just don't want to take responsibility. The day I really got free
Uh-huh.
was back when I was like 54 years old. Not too long ago. Last year, man as that. I was thinking, I was going mulling over some things about my life, some of the choices I made, and then it's easy to say, well, this guy did this in my career, this person went and did this in a relationship, and they this or she this and see that. The day I got free, when I said I am responsible, I said, Fitzgerald, you made a choice. I had to literally have that talk with myself. You was the one to make the choices.
Right.
You was the one that chose that. And not only you choose that, you allow that to continue. So therefore, if you wanna live a better life, make better choices. And I hung up on myself and walked out of myself in my own room. It's almost like I just stood outside myself and said that. And once I did that, I had to look at me, not what not others, not what had happened, not opportunities denied, or not anything. I was responsible. And that's what it all comes down to. You are responsible for your life. Now, sure, people can make decisions that are detrimental for your life. Yes, I get that. A lot of them been made. Hey, I've had them made on me too. But you are responsible for how you advance your life and going forward. And definitely how you pay attention to the patterns that led you to that decision in the first place. Diane, there's been a shift in the marketplace right now, and the shift in the marketplace is right now that it's not only who you know that matters, and that's a big part. But something is real that's taking precedent over that. I'm noticing this attitude. People don't want to work with drama kings and drama queens. No. If you got a bad attitude and they consider you cantankerous and poisonous to the locker room or poisonous to the boardroom, you're not going to get in there. Each and every organization, each and every business, each and every family has their own culture. And the primary what they want one of profitability and winning. And one apiece. If some element or someone comes in that constantly brings energy, a create atmosphere that's detrimental to the cohesiveness of that unit, they're going to go. And they don't care how much skilled you are. You're going to go. Case in point, great young man made a not a mistake, made a bad decision. Only trouble is he happens to be an NFL player playing for the Cleveland Browns on Monday Night Football in front of millions of people, the several thousands of people in the Brown Stadium. Young man, number one draft choice, came out of Texas A&M, outstanding pedigree. I don't want to call it saying, and so, but he decides that someone that within the course of the play, he decides he's going to take his helmet off and swing at another player's face. Okay. For you and I, that's assault. We're going directly to jail. Cleveland PD is taking us. We ain't got nothing to talk about. He gets athlete privileges, but he later came and said, rather than say, okay, I was wrong, I take full responsibility. Here's what he says. Well, the opposing quarterback called me a racist name. Dude, it don't make a difference what he said about you and your mama combined. You lost your cool. People saw you take your helmet off and take a swing at someone's head. That's assault. No, that's assault. You can't do that. So because he lost his cool in such a high atmosphere platform, guess what? Cost him money, cost him respect, cost him notoriety, may even eventually could cost him his career. And now what am I saying? Attitude is so prevalent. I get a lot of things asked in there. Hey, is this just a networking business? Why don't you go ahead and say so, dude? That's what Diane and I do. Yes, Karatbars is a network marketing referral based business. We get paid for referrals. Okay, it's out there. Okay, great. But what we do, we get paid to empower other people to build a better lives for themselves. So we get a small percentage of that. That's it. I'm not ashamed about what I do. I'm not ashamed of the fact that I'm able to duplicate my efforts and leverage my time and my time and efforts to almost having like 8,000 people around the world doing the exact same thing. That's creating a nice lifestyle for me. I'm not ashamed of what I do, as far as with helping people and, empowering other people and thus helping myself in the process. And, I'm really not even apologizing for what I do. But I certainly don't owe anyone an explanation and verification about, hey, what do you think? Yeah, you're right. We is referral based. We is networking marketing and stuff like that. I don't owe you no explanation. I'm dang sure not going to give it to you. But what I do owe myself is a chance to live the life and the dreams that I desire to live my life. Okay, what I do owe myself is a chance to help other people do the exact same thing and have the exact opportunity to build for their families, like I've been afforded to give the build for mine by a phone call by way of Michael Delco. You know, attitude matters. Attitudes matters. If you're going to play this game of life, you have better adjust your attitude if you expect to win. You have people will listen to your problems. Okay, people will listen to your problem, but for so long. Dynas, when you start talking to me, when the individual starts talking to me, I'm like, yeah, wow, okay. You talk to me about the problem, man. I better be hearing about 3 times as much about the solution. Because after a while, I cut off, and that's what leaders do. If you work for high power leaders, Dynas, you was coached by the great Mark Witt. Go in there and wind up there and telling him, you know, how you miss your block and how you can't cover that guy. Okay, he's going to say what you're going to do about it. You know, what's the solution? Because leaders and winners. Yeah, people don't want to hear your excuses. People don't want to hear why it ain't getting done, why the job's not getting done, why you're not winning, and you don't want to hear it. You know, people, the highest paid people are the ones who get paid to solve the most problems.
Right.
The highest paid people are the ones who get paid to solve the most problem. Employer, or whether you start a business and you provide a goods and products and service to the market share, it's because that, and you keep being used and your product keeps being consumed. It's because you're providing a solution to a need that people have. If you're a high level executive or not an executive, they got you there because you solve a problem. That's what you're compensated for. You know, there's no smooth stones to success. No, you got to fight, and you got to have a willpower. You gotta be about empowering others. You got to learn how to empower people, and you got to learn how to care about your people and stuff. You know, with Karatbars, that's all we do. You know, people think we're in the gold business. They think Dynas and I are in the gold business. No, we're not. We're in the people business. The gold is what we use to get to the people. Mm-hmm. You know, that's all we do. I say again, we're in the people business. We cannot succeed financially, spiritually, emotional. Definitely can't build the global teams that we do without empowering you to do the same thing, without you building your hopes, your dreams, reaching your goals. We're just showing you a vehicle how to do it. Now, we just happen to have what I think is possibly the best vehicle in the world financially. We're running around. We deal with gold. No, we simply take some of our paper money, you know, switch it and save it in gold. The gold appreciates. The gold outpaces inflation. You know, Dynas, since 2011, I think gold was about 1,100 ounce right now. 1,100 ounce back then. It's like up to 1,500 ounce right now in 2019. No, probably about a 9.8% growth.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, paper money is not doing that. And then if we stop right there, we're doing great. Okay. But we also desire, you know, to share this with others and help other people build wealth. And that's what we're about, building wealth, you know, building wealth. And so leaving generational wealth for our children's children. That's what we're about, leaving a financial legacy. So we tell other people, helping other people, and then we get a small percentage of that. We do it in 146 countries around the world. We do it with a product that every person around the world knows, gold. Gold is money. Our value goes up. The people who we help, their value goes up. You take those assets, you roll it into other assets, thus producing other assets. No, Dynas, there was a video, man, by my sponsor, my mentor, Mr. Michael Delco. You know, and I thought about my mentor. God, I'm 3 days older than that guy. I've been knowing him 20 years. Yeah, he's my mentor in this. That man taught me more about money, you know, than 12 years of school and 4 years of college, 5 years of college. I was on the 5-year plan in Alabama. I liked it so much, you know. It's I finally got my degree, but it's time to go. But I learned more about money hanging around him in about 6 months, and I learned my entirety of going to school all that time. You got to duplicate your efforts. You pay yourself first in appreciating assets. No. And then allow those assets to create more assets, thus creating more wealth for you in your household. The rich, that's what they do. They pay themselves first, not the grocery man, not the mortgage man, not the new Nike sneaker man, not the Black Friday sale man. They don't do that foolishness. They don't buy that. They don't buy. They don't really put a lot of their wealth in depreciating assets, things that's going down in value like cars and stuff like that. They don't do that. They put it in appreciating assets, gold, real estate, things that's going to go up in value. But the poor and the middle class, we've been trained to pay everybody before us. We've been trained to pay the water bill man, the electric bill man, the gas bill man. We've been trained to pay everybody except ourselves first, and then we save what's left over. And when we do save what's left over, generally we're going to save it in cash that gets being eroded by inflations, taxes, and everything else like that. It's a losing situation. We had a gentleman on here that came on last week from London, and that was talking about with his degrees and everything couldn't find a job, and it's a lot of people do that. Hey, the system is not designed for you to win like that. You gotta think asset accumulation first. You got to think asset accumulation first. Put your assets, allow them to spend more assets, and then live off the principal and the interest of those assets are spending, but never touch never touch the principal off of that. That's what the rich do. They buy more assets, that creates more assets, then they take a little bit out, and then maybe I buy a house or a car or get some University of Georgia season tickets. That's what they do. But they don't depend upon just their efforts to build a life for themselves. But attitude is everything. Attitude. Now this is where it comes in. Are you teachable? Are you open for new ideas? Okay. I mean, at 49 years old, with a University of Alabama Bachelor of Arts in International Advertising, with dang near 20 plus years of sales and marketing experience, software sales, insurance sales, telecommunication sales, I was getting nowhere. And it was taking a very toll on my confidence and my wallet, because I knew what a retirement age was approaching right away. Well, I've learned that millions of people is in that same asset. We're taught to go to school, get a job, work for that job about 20, 30 years, retirement with a nice watch, not a Rolex, probably a Timex, and live off a pension of 40%, what you can live off of 100%, and keep going on. That's not the way. That's not the way. You have to have something that creates wealth for you while you're sleeping. As Warren Buffett say, if you can't figure out how to make money while you die, if you cannot make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. You got to figure out a way to make money that's independent of you working for it. That's what we do at Karatbars. We save ourselves. We save, and we pay ourselves in gold. You guys probably seen me do this many times. That's real live gold. As far as we're seeing that, this is money. Comes directly to me. Teach other people how to do the same. We get a percentage of that, and we're able to do business with a phone or a computer, e-commerce business in 146 countries, free, with other people doing the exact same thing. That's how Dynas and I are able to accumulate the teams we do. That's how, I got people right now want me to come to London, Ghana, Australia, South Africa, Nigeria. I'm not bragging, but I'm saying this is a global phenomenon of what we're seeing right now. And so we're looking at saying, how do we create access? How do we create assets? How do we do these things for ourselves? So with Karatbars, you save it, you pay yourself first in gold, and gold-backed cryptocurrency. You tell a lot of people, you make a lot of money. That's what our senior founder Ty Betts would say. And that's what we do. I wished I had something more magnanimous to give you. I wished I had something that I could just like really just like blow the roof off your doors, and I don't.
That's it.
Pay yourself first, and in assets, gold, back cryptocurrency. Tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. No, now I'll even cut the second step out. Tell a lot of people. You don't have to tell a lot of people. If you just collecting this, oh, you're way ahead of the game.
There's the coincide with what you said. Alicia Lyle says, I have retirement coming out of my check. So do I take that money and invest in something else?
Ma'am, I am not a financial planner. I can't answer that question for you. I would ask you to consult a financial planner, and there's a reason for that, for legality. If I start talking about stocks and I don't hold a Series 7's license that I don't, or a Series 63 license that I don't, the popo can easily come knock on my door. I can't get that advice. What I would say is consult a financial planner. Hopefully someone with low fees and things like that, and see what the best course of action. But the best financial planner I have learned is you. You know what your retirement is and what you want to do with your future. Now, we have had people who have taken money out their 401ks, their mutual funds. Now, why would they do that? Because have you guys paid attention earlier to the year, especially like in the United States, how the stock market was getting blasted? All those are tied to all those type instruments. Those financial instruments are tied to the stock markets, 401ks, mutual funds, things. And so they was going up and down. It was not uncommon at all for people to be losing several thousands of dollars from their portfolio. I've had it happen to me. So some people, just to stop the bleeding, like, forget this. Let me shift myself, my funds is something that's more stable, i.e. gold. And they did that. And some people was able to make up those losses, in a relatively short period of time using this vehicle for us, what we're talking about. But to give specific information, no, I can't do that simply because I'm not licensed to do that. I know what I would do. I mean, if I'm a oh gosh, let me bring the country Alabama boy to me. If I'm carrying 2 buckets of water, and I'm walking back to my house, and I see water leaking out of one bucket, I see water leaking, and I see almost all the water is leaking out that. I'm going to try to transfer the water in the bucket that can hold it. I'm not going to keep leaving in that bucket that I'm losing. I'm just not. And so that's what a lot of things we see. Why in the world would you want to save in cash? So the saving cash is useless. I mean, you get less than half of 1%, as far as what the bank is giving you, far as for your cash. You get nothing on it. You get negative interest rates, and a lot of times in some cases. Why in the world would I want to save in paper when this is proven keep going up and up and up? Not meteorically, just study. And so I'm going to put my money in something that's going to retain and hold value. And that's another thing. Gold is money insurance.
And guys, with that being said, link is in the chat room. My referral link. Click on the link. It's in the chat room. It's on the screen, and it's also in the description. Click on the link. Sign up as an affiliate. I will personally call you, and then we're gonna get you. I'm gonna get you in contact with Brother Fitzgerald, and we're gonna get you up and running. So we want to ensure that you're successful. Shout out to everybody in the chat room as well. It's almost tomorrow's Christmas, everybody. So those who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. Or today's Christmas. It's funny for sure. We were talking about
it's Christmas Eve. You know why it's like that now? Dinas? Because you and I are not Max's age. We're not 5. Christmas don't excite us anymore now. Stuff like that for a lot of reasons. We're not kids, and because we know there's bills to pay, we just don't do it. I mean, it's great for I like the holidays for the family camaraderie time, but right. I'm not real big at celebrating the holidays. That's just me. I don't take that away from anyone, but and I particularly like this time of the season, especially like Thanksgiving on down, because people are in a great spirit of gratitude, and that I really enjoy. But Which brings me back to one thing. Which brings me back to something else rather. Every January 1st, people set these resolutions.
Right.
I'm going to get in fit. Gym memberships, they love January because they just see a rise in their thing. Or some people say, I'm going to get my health right, or I'm going to get my money right. Those are great. But I submit to you, once you get your financial house in order, it's going to free a whole lot of other stuff in order for you to do. For example, the one thing I love about Karatbars being we're in 140 some countries, as long as I have my Karatbars MasterCard, as long as I have this, find it somewhere, as long as I have this combined with this, my card combined with my US passport, I can go anywhere in the world and my business flourish with me and I still get paid.
And
Anywhere in the world. Other words, I have total borderless freedom to travel anywhere in the world. Everywhere the MasterCard is accepted, I can go ahead and operate. I can go ahead and operate everywhere, every country that has that on all 146 of those countries, they have an ATM. I take my MasterCard, Karatbars MasterCard, and I can transfer cash in that country's currency. Now you saw me holding the gold. Now this is a thing like here. This is what we call cash gold. Cash gold. The note is the gold is literally embedded in the note. This is like 0.01 gram of a gold that you can get for less than $10. So Dr. Harold Constantine Seitz, the owner and founder of Karatbars in Stuttgart, Germany, the German man who founded this company, he wanted to make sure that gold was affordable to the masses. So rather, some of you guys are going to go out there and you've already spent a lot of money on gifts and stuff like that. You ever thought about maybe purchasing one of these for yourself and just this is real value. This is worth more than when I first bought it.
Sure, I want to tell Sierra Leone guys, when I was in Sierra Leone, paid for my hotel with my MasterCard, used the ATM. Oh, go ahead, for sure. Go ahead.
With money that he didn't have to work for. It was, it was incorporated by the efforts of others. Now, when I say he didn't have to work for it, I didn't mean the demand doesn't work for his Karatbar business. He works hard in his business. Both him, I work hard on our Karatbar business. His business is a part of my business, and we're part of Michael Delco's business, and we're all part of Ty Best and Shirley Gober, and everybody's a part of Dr. Harold Seitz' business. But that's not the issue. But the thing of it is, once this thing gets going, once this economic machine keeps going on, it can create an economic future that will stagger you. We get paid every Friday, every Friday on that MasterCard in euros, which is more than the US dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Japanese yen, the British pound, the South African rand, the Nigerian naira. Be as far as for the exchange rate. We live off our euros because why in the world we would want to spend our gold that it's keep going up in value? That's what we do. And we tell other people. They decide to do that for themselves, and they create a business for themselves with all the tax deduction, all the write-offs for that comes with it, owning a tax, which is another thing I want to take a sidebar on. Okay, so not only is your cash being eroded through inflation, your wealth is being extracted through taxes. See, you have to create a business in order to get the tax benefits from that business. The tax laws, I definitely know in the United States of America, were designed for the business owner, not the regular working people. What do I mean by tax? Well, with Karatbars, instantly open up your free account, which clicking that link on the Dynasty Mirror takes you 7 minutes. Hopefully I'm talking to a lot of people, who are catching who are catching the all to just go ahead and register while I'm still talking now. We'll figure it out later. But we're talking. Dynasty's on this computer screen. I'm on my computer screen. That's part that this is tax deductible. Buying that computer thing is tax deductible. Hey, when you guys call me on my phone right here, and I take those phone calls, that's a business call. The bill becomes tax deductible. Part of my office here, that's tax deductible. But I get in my car and ride for business, if I'm talking, that's tax deductible. When I go to a meal, and if I make one call and I say, hey, Takaya, how are you doing? How's your Karatbar business? That whole meal just got rid of. I taught business. Fitzgerald, don't be so superficial. No, I'm not. I'm not. Man, I'm too old to play with any of y'all. Listen, that's how the wealthy do it. Not only are they putting their money in assets, but on the other hand, they're limited their tax liabilities. So don't get mad at some cat like Jeff Bezos or Microsoft making something like $30 billion in profits and paying zero taxes. Don't get mad at that. Don't get mad at that right there. And so this is how they do, because they limit that tax burden. And if you're not limiting the tax and burden, your wealth is going to be extracted by taxes. So you got to find a way to have assets go up in one end. It's a twin. Assets go up in one end, and then tax liability go down another end. And that wealth is all that's coming down to you. That's why they'll create these living trusts, these blind trusts. That's why people will incorporate. Here's one for you. Next year, I have a business, through Karatbars, I have a personal account, a business account. When I get ready to buy my vehicles and stuff like that, guess what? I buy them in my business account to make myself, it's company vehicle, right? That's a write-off, right? So now I'm kind of countering the depreciation on that vehicle. So this is what I'm talking about. I wished I could get my sponsor, Michael Delco, over here. He can make it so much simpler. He just called me now, and God, I had to turn him down. If I wasn't on the stream, I would have jumped on all that call, because I don't get a chance to get a hold of him. Well, no, he just called him, told him, well, you know what?
Yeah, put him on. People can hear him through the phone.
You know what? Let me see if I do that, because he already got the time up. And let me see. Let's see if I can do that. I'll just give him a call right back. You guys don't mind.
With that being said, use my referral link, sign up as an affiliate, and I'm going to give you a call. You can in the chat room.
It's ringing now. Hold on 1 second, please. Hey, Michael. Let me tell you, first of all, I'm doing a live stream with Dynas right now. So you're already a global audience is listening to you. I want to talk to you about the other thing, but Dynas asked, could you get on?
I might be able to send me the link. I'm helping a couple of other affiliates get there.
If it's not good, just let me know. I mean, I know this is a rush thing, but I was just telling this global community, I hated not to pick it because you called, and I hated like heck not to answer that call. But I'm doing okay. Dynas, he wants the link sent, and Dynas is getting ready to send it out to you right now, and then hopefully we can have you join on there, and I'll let people listen to you. They hear me every week, and so and believe me, they already know you because I promote you all the time.
I'll do my best.
Okay, thank you. We'll look forward. We'll just keep talking to you. Come on. Okay, and so thank you, Michael. So let me give you an idea of who that man is. That man is what started me doing what I'm doing right now. That man and I, that's my personal friend. And him and I have been knowing each other 20 years. We used to go to the same church together. That man, through way of using this exact same vehicle that I'm showing you guys right now, in 103 days, he retired from a 6-figure mortgage banking job using Karatbars. 103 days. That was 6 years ago. He hasn't punched the clock right now. That man has an organization close to 80,000 affiliates. I'm not going to get into the income that him and his wife make, but let's just say, they don't worry about how they're going to, they don't worry about how they're going to pay the bills. They don't worry about how the future, their children and grandchildren are going to be. So that man, through his hard work and his efforts and his tenacity in helping a lot of people. Once again, if you're selfish and you don't want to see other people, you don't think you want to take time to empower other people, this is not going to be for you. And that man has built a legacy that is staggering. But to me, he's just to Mr. Delco, as he would be known to you guys. To me, he's just Michael, my friend. When he gave me a call about this Karatbar, he said, "Hey, listen, Fitzgerald, I have something that deals with gold. It's free to join." He didn't even explain it well, like I'm trying to do with you guys. And I said, "Michael, because it's you, man, just go ahead. Just go ahead and do it. I didn't even fill out my own link. He did that. That was about 5 years ago. Well, fast forward later, team almost about 8,000 people around the world, collecting gold and, put myself in an incredible financial trajectory. I'm glad I did. We got a lot of things coming down the pipe that's going to be very beneficial for me and my future generations, simply because I took action. Now I could, I didn't understand it. That didn't stop me. No, and you guys want to know why you're talking to us right now? Because I did the same thing to Mr. Dynas Amir. Dynas simply listed this because it was me.
Right.
I sent him a link, said Dynas, man, he's all, Fitzgerald, what's going on? I said, brother, trust me, deals with gold, just get in. I had to shut him down for asking me a lot of questions. Just get in. He filled out the link. Okay. Sat on it, probably a little bit longer than what he would like.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, his eyes open up after a couple things happened in his business career. And here we are right now, and he has created a global team and a global income that he can lead to his 5-year-old son that would ensure that he has a very, very nice future. That's what we done. That's what he created. And that's what you can do. And so is it for everyone? No. Do Dynas and I and Michael Delco want to work with everyone? No, we don't want to do it, which is another thing. That's the line of sponsorship. Michael's my sponsor. Dynas sponsors a lady by the name of Denise Stephens. And then there's him. And then there's everyone else with you guys. And so, but any given time, you can always find someone to give you support and help you do it. So that's it for now. Hopefully we can get Michael on if he's able to come. Great. If not, I certainly understand. But Dynas, do you have anything you want to add to this? Or I'm sorry. Okay, now for those, once you register your account, what you're going to do, you're going to get a link from Karatbar. You're going to get an email from Karatbar. You click on there to verify your information. Okay, great. Then what I want you to do, I want you to personally give me a call. That phone number that phone you saw there, that's my personal phone. And here is my personal number: 1-716-573-6296. 1-716-573-6296. My email address is my first and last name in the screen, FitzgeraldStephens@gmail.com. Once you give me a call, you say, hey, I watched this saw you on Search for Uru, want to know about more. You got my account registered, tell me more. Then I'll take over and start helping you and giving you the odds and ends out in the business to show you how to grow it. Dynas, you send that link to Michael?
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, great. And that's pretty much well it. And on that note, that I've helped dozens upon dozens of people in Dynas' stream that has turned into hundreds and 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 hundreds of people for that man's organization. Because you know what, people are looking. They're not interested in what they're not interested in building wealth for Fitzgerald or Dynas. They're interested in building wealth for their home. And who cares? Who cares? Who gets the credit? If you don't care who get credit in this game, you'll get rich. You will get flat out rich, and that's the way it is. Just by learning the simple financial laws, because money operates by law, and so does property. And so we're trying to change the new mindset and see what it takes for us to get equity and have something for ourselves as a way, as opposed to getting our talents poured out there building someone else's enterprise all the time, which is just not wise.
Bernard, I'm actually right now. Bernard, I just saw this you phone call from years ago here shortly. So Fitzgerald, everybody. Like I said, Luke Lyles, you're asking how do you enroll? My referral link is in the chat room. Click on the referral link, sign up as an affiliate.
Mm-hmm. Not a customer. We prefer you sign up as an affiliate. You get more benefits with the affiliate. Although you sign up with a customer, please feel free to reach out to me. Okay, now when you do register, phenomenal. You get your link started up. Okay, you now created literally a global business, whether you know it or not, free of charge. That's what you just done. Okay, with all the tax write-offs with a business and everything else like that. But here you're going to get a call from Dynas Amir. And Dynas and I were talking about this today. Some of you guys who are registering, I'm not hearing from you. You're not calling. If you just register and don't know what you got, it's useless to you. Give me a call. If I don't get back to you right away, it's probably because I'm talking to someone else around the world. I'll get back to you. Send me an email. I'll answer it and I'll show you and I'll teach you and plug you into the Wealth Builder training and get you taught there. But I know that things happen. But if I don't hear from you, I can't help you. It does no good for you just to go ahead. Okay, I got to register now. This thing's going to go on automatic pilot. The reason Dynas and I make the income we do, and we have made the income that we have, is because we work. We work, and the way we work, we got to be plugged into people like Michael, who tells us what to do, how to build this thing based on the structure that's best for us to win it. You're independent. It's your business. But all I know, that man who I'm getting ready to bring on, he has built a very, very phenomenal income, and he probably knows a little bit more about this than you and I. So I just figure I'll just follow the leader. I just figure I'll just follow, the millionaires in the making, and millionaires has already done the things, and where they follow those people who are getting somewhere where I'm trying to go. So that's just my logic. What yours is, I don't know, but that has worked for me, and I'm happy to say, like, next year is practically my last year working for anybody. I'll be done, because of this business.
Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll wait a couple minutes for Mr. Delco. It'll be awesome to get him on. Fitzgerald, if you could go into some of the products that Karatbars is offering. I know the phone is. I'm excited about this phone.
The main product is what you guys show that I put up. This gold and gold. Okay, that's the main thing. This is the heart and soul of the Karatbar organization. This right here is classic card. We have these cards are in 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram cards. Now, I don't know if you guys caught this, but this is in my hands. This is not in the bank. This is literally in my hands. Yes, Karatbars will allow me to store up to 100 grams of gold in my account for free in Stuttgart, Germany, and I have gold stored over there. But this is physically in my hands. I could take this and use this things right here, and I could take it for use for goods and services. I could small increments. I could do something with that, And so with this is also in my hands. Okay, with my card, I can pay in euros. Come Friday, I'm going to make a vehicle payment off of it. Because I have the money to do it. I can buy food. Pay utilities, pay mortgage. Just do what MasterCard does. But I don't want to get rid of gold because that's going up in value. So what do you do? Is Fitzgerald that easy? It's yeah, but no. Okay, you got to do some work. Now, if you want to build a global team like Dynas and myself and Michael, what he's done, what you do, you just simply talk to people. How do you talk to people? Dynas, do you look for any other ways to make money?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you do keep your income options open.
Yes, I do.
Great. I'm going to send you my business link. It's therealmoney.info. It's going to take 30 minutes to watch. Will you be able to do that?
Oh, sure.
Okay, phenomenal. Okay, I'll call you back, say 6 o'clock. Is that cool tonight?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. 6 o'clock. Hey, Dynas, how are you doing? I'm going to ask him 2 questions alone. 2 questions alone. So here they are. Dynas, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Hey, great. Hey, listen, real quick. Did you watch the video?
Yes.
Okay, phenomenal. Hey, do you see an opportunity for yourself?
Yes, I do.
Okay, great. Let's just go ahead and get your free registration account set, your free affiliate account set up. I send him my link. He feels like you're going to have a link just like he has down there. He fills it out. He comes into my business. Then here's what I'm going to say. Hey, Dynas, you know what? I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Delco. Mr. Delco has built an organization close to 80,000 affiliates around the world. It's been phenomenally successful in this, both him and his wife, and hasn't worked in 6 years. I'm just going to introduce it to you. So so I give a call, Mr. Delco, Prince Dinas Amir. I put my phone on mute. Michael's gonna talk to him, ask him a few questions, get his organization started, tell him to plug in, and we keep repeating that process. That's what we do. Or we're buying at least $1 gram of gold ourselves for a month, but that's what we do. So for those who think you got to explain anything, those think you can't talk to people.
Michael's here. No, Mr. Dalco.
Okay. I'm stopping talking, Michael. I did the introduction, man. I'm going to sit back and learn myself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Delco, the gentleman you guys hear me talk about. This is my personal friend for 20 years. This is the man who called me one day and said, Fitzgerald, I got something for you to deal with gold. And this is the guy that said, Michael, man, because you go ahead and fill it out. I didn't even fill out my own form. I really didn't. That's the truth. That was almost 5 years ago. I started one person. Now this man, and I say this all humility, has helped me create an income that's like unbelievable. And as my reward for this man, I put about 8,000 people in his organization. And I'm just a little small plug. I'm just a little small plug of this. So ladies and dudes, without further introduction, Michael Delco.
Hey, good afternoon, gentlemen, and thank you for allowing me to jump on real quick. Dinest, how you doing, man? I hadn't talked to you in a minute.
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Very good. I was listening intently as Mr. Stephens was breaking down the simplicity of this business. I don't have anything that I can really add to that other than it is a new and better way. It's a new and better way. I did a live stream on Facebook earlier today, and the key to all of this, you know what? Actually, Dinest, I'm able to share my screen, aren't I?
Yeah.
I'm going to share my screen real quick. I got to show you guys this because it's a paradigm shift. That's all it is. There's nothing really hard about this. It's just a paradigm shift. So rather than me try to explain it all, let me just take you through this little slide journey and share with you why you're broke. Now, a lot of times people say, I'm not broke. Well, broke means if you have to go somewhere and punch a clock to earn money to live for that week, you're broke. Look, when the government shut down recently, the government workers, after one paycheck missed, Dinest, were crying, talking about they're broke and how could y'all do this to us and all this kind of foolishness. They're broke. Right? So this slide is not to insult you or insult your intelligence, but it's to break down the fact that you truly are broke, even if you don't know you are. If you can only last 1 week, if you're living check to check, you're broke. And it may not be your fault. That's the good news. So I want to read this quote. In times of change, the learners will inherit the earth, while the learned will find themselves wonderfully equipped for a world that no longer exists. This is what people do in the rat race. They go and they get some cash, whether it's a job, allowance, inheritance, stocks, bonds, whatever they do for dividends to earn the cash flow. They take their cash flow, and the first thing they do is they pay bills. And then they try to go shopping and they buy stuff, depreciating assets. And then they try to give to the church, synagogue, mosque, or whatever they give to. And then at the end of their money, they try to save. So I ask people all the time, I said, what is the average amount of money that most people save weekly? And the answers vary anywhere from $0 to $50. And you take a calculator, you do $50 a week times 40 years, and that'll tell you how much you save up over 40 years of working, and then you divide that by the rest of the time you plan on living. If you plan on living 20 years, you'll see you're going to be trying to live your life off of $300 or $400 a week. That will be no quality of life when prices are going up and the buying power of your dollar is going down. But this is what most people do right here on the screen. They get their cash, pay their bills, go shopping, give it their church, and try to save what's left. Warren Buffett said, don't save what's left after spending, spend what's left after saving. And so this is what the wealthy do. It looks almost the same. It starts with cash flow, but instead of spending and paying bills first, they give first. See, the wealthy have a giving plan. Even the scripture says, let every man give according to as he has purposed in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity. But God loves a cheerful giver. You're supposed to set up a giving plan, and that means even to your family. Look, if you're the wealthy one in your family, You're not supposed to give everything to your family because you're the wealthy one, because everybody's going to be broke. You have to set up a giving plan. Say 10, 15% I can give. And when that runs out, I can't give anymore till the next time I move money into my giving plan. Then the next thing they do is they save appreciating assets. They don't save paper. Look, it would have taken you $16,000 in 1971 to buy what $100,000 buys today. $100,000 today is equal to $16,000 in 1971. You're losing value by putting money in the savings account. Dollars are only a medium of exchange. They are not a savings instrument. You have to save in appreciating assets like gold, silver, diamonds, land, oil. Land can be destroyed and taxed, and oil is a consumable, but you can melt gold and silver, and it's worth as much in a liquid or in a powder or in a solid. So gold and silver are your best assets to save in. You can break a diamond, and it's not worth what it was before it was broken. It's damaged. So gold and silver are the premium tier 1 assets. They have no third-party counterparty risk. And so you save in appreciating assets, then the wealthy make smart investments. And you have to invest somewhere. You can't just go around your life being scared and afraid to lose some money. Investment comes with the risk of loss, but it also comes with the risk of a windfall. You can win big with a smart investment. So do your research, find different areas where you can do research and make smart investments. And then you have to incorporate the efforts of other people. Some people call it network marketing. They say, I don't like that networking stuff. Okay, great. If you don't like the networking stuff, which is the best way to incorporate the efforts of others, at least go start your own business. Because without starting your own business and having people leveraging their efforts to help you build your wealth, you just got a job. And it's important, it's impossible to outpace a linear inflation with the linear income, a residual inflation with the linear income. You've got to find a better way. All right. And so that's the better way, having a job, a business, and incorporating the efforts of other people. And when you incorporate the efforts of other people, that creates more cash flow, which makes your giving plan bigger, which makes your appreciating assets acquisition bigger, which gives you more money to risk in investments, and which your people incorporate more people and increases your cash flow. That's why we advocate network marketing. And so Karatbars just gives you the ability to do all those things in one place. Set up your giving plan, save Karatbars Gold, acquire crypto linked to gold and stocks with Karatbars, and build a Karatbars network, which spins off more cash flow that makes you do more charity, more savings, more investment, bigger business. And now you're not broke. That's the key to it all. That is the key. So I want to run through those slides quickly. And thank you, Diane, for giving me a minute to be on, because now that's in a YouTube channel. You can go back and take your time and listen to it and break it down. So that's all I have for you guys today, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you, Fitzgerald and Diane, for inviting me on it. I'm already starting another live stream, like literally on my phone right here.
Well, Mr. Delco, I appreciate that.
Right there.
I appreciate this. Because of the personality him and I both share, if I didn't have that personality, I would get jealous, because I've been this man's been a personal friend of mine 20 years. He was in my wedding. I mean, literally, back in times ago. But to me, it's Michael. But sometimes it does get me like, man, I can't just get him like I used to. I just can't do it, because he's somewhere around the world and just somewhere and stuff like that. But I will tell you this: you know how you guys hear me run all that information off to you? He taught me. You know how you guys hear me, talk about go assets and go in Karatbars. I'm going to tell you guys something. I don't got original thought. I stole everything from him, and he stole it from Ty Best. And Ty Best got it for Dan Geronimo. Dan Geronimo got it for Shirley Gober. Shirley Gober got it from Dr. Harold Sykes, the founder of the company. We all help others. This is a link fence. So for those of you guys who call me, those of you guys who call me, let me tell you something. That man on the right, and not to be very, very humble, but he is one of the top producers in all the world of Karatbars. He's my personal friend, and I think that's the line of sponsorship you got here. So you got the Dynas, who is one phone call for me, and that man is one phone call for me. And so we're going to get you the information. So when I tell you to plug into the system, and I say I'm going to help you, I want you to know this is not just little Fitzgerald Stephens sitting around and giving you information. He's going to plug you into the wealth builder system I told by Ty and Valerie Best, which Michael's in close conjunction with. I met Ty, Mr. Best, talked to him several times, and that's all it is. We're just trying to get something to you. And once again, it may not be for everyone, but for the people it is for, we're talking directly to you. Michael, I know you got to go, man. Peace and blessing. That other matter that we spoke about with Mr. Marvin, I don't know if you got that email. I hope you did. And, so.
I did. Definitely call me on that later, Fitzgerald, and I'll jump right on it.
Okay. All right. And I wish he had time to answer some questions, but I know he doesn't. He's already in that screen right now while he's talking. So Michael, I cannot appreciate what you have done for my life, for Dynas's life, when we sit down there. And I will leave you with this. Michael, I get on Dynas because I'm asking him, what took you so long? The guy just really started doing something a couple of months. But you know what? When he got started, Michael, we already had a business waiting for him.
Don't be hard on him. We all have our journey.
Yeah. But please don't make that mistake that I made. Hey, I didn't get started till about a year. I called up Michael one day and said, well, how did I get, what I do? I had 139 people in my group, and that sense expanded and stuff like that. But forget about me and forget about Mr. Mir. Forget about Mr. Delco. This is about you. Mm-hmm. This is about you living the way you want to live, create the income that you want to do. And make no doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen. In God's heaven, you don't need money. On God's earth, you do. You've got to have resources while you're here in order to provide for your family the way you want, to provide a quality of life for yourself, to ensure your retirement, to ensure that you have something that can help you in your later years and even enjoy life right now. Ensure that you're able to properly educate your children, whether you're a single mother or single father or a young couple or struggling or starting out, a middle-aged couple getting there or elderly couple, you got to have resources. And that's all. And that's all what Karatbars is simply just a wealth machine. And so Dynas, man, I don't want to take what that man said away, take from him, because that was just incredible. He was able to get it, and I'm not just blowing smoke. It really was. And so for those of you who go ahead and get your account, take actions, give me a call. Give me a call after you register now. Give me a call, and 1-716-573-6296. Fitzgerald Stephens at gmail.com. And I'm going to put this on the record in case someone didn't hear it. If it's Christmas and that's the time you can call me. Actually, I kind of prefer you do, because people are going to be with their families, and maybe one of them overhear something I'm saying to you too. Of course, I'm going to be with my family and everything else like that, but business never sleeps, as far as like that. And plus, I will have that time today. So I'll take a call on Christmas, a call or two, and and I'll get back to you and help you with this and show you the odds, and we'll put a plan together for you to win. My first goal is to cause you to be profitable, and I want to do that right away. So in other words, I want to have you make money. As far as with it, I know I got excited when that happened to me. Dynas will contact you once you register in his team. You'll never see my link up on his stream. This is his stream. And for those of you, I've also extended the invitation. Hey, if you got something, you have a platform like this, I will come on your platform and talk for your people just like I do for Mr. Mir. I don't care. You're going to be in Mr. Mir's team anyway. So I don't care, which means you're going to be in my team, which means you're going to be in Michael's team. So we have a vested interest in you succeeding. So I'll come on there and appear as a guest on those, and you have some channels. I know I did. One lady comes in particular I've done that with. And so we're just trying to help. That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to create a collective. I often get this statement on this stream, and I can understand it. Someone would often say, is this a black-owned company? No. But what does that have to do with asset accumulation? I have blacks in my business. I have whites. I have Asians. I have all color screens. So I don't hear with the color issue. I can understand where people are trying to go. You want it in your communities, great. But how you really want to empower your communities? Get asset accumulation into it. Turn people on. If you want to talk to a particular group, that's your business. I talk to everyone. I cast my net all over the earth. So you want to talk to, hey, I got something here that'll give you a way out. Do you know what an extra $700 a month would do for a family? Just $700 a month.
A lot.
You know what that would do? That could be a car, that or an insurance to go to that job. That could be child care for someone. You realize what that would do. So we're just talking that. Now, what if you could create an extra $750 to $2,000 euros a month? Believe me, that man, Mr. Delco, does a whole lot better. Even Dynas and myself, we do a whole lot better. But what if that could happen for you? It can. There are many people who doing it, and I leave you with this. The only difference between you, Mr. Delco, Prince Amir, and myself is time. We got started and we've been involved longer. We've been collecting assets longer. There's nothing you can't do that we're doing. You can actually out earn a Mr. Delco. Be prepared to work tremendously hard. You can out earn me. So for those of you thinking with the pyramid scheme, and generally people who say that to me have not a clue what they talk about, but they like to sound smart. And sometimes I let you, if it help you feel good about yourself, but I will not let you wreck someone else, because you don't know what the heck you talking about. And I have no problem with calling you on it whatsoever, But if you want to really, really empower someone, and you really want to help someone, like that, and you got a pure motive, this is a vehicle. This may not be for a lot of you guys on here, and I'm not so naive that I think it is, but there are a lot of people that maybe they could use something like this. Maybe they can use something like this. Maybe they're just tired of the way the way things are going. They're trying to get a way out. Maybe they don't have $70,000 to get a Subway franchise. Maybe they don't have $2.5 million to stroke a check to Chick-fil-A or McDonald's to go buy a franchise. Maybe they don't have $30,000 for a JanPro janitorial franchise. Maybe they just don't have it, but they want a business. The guy I admire the cats out there on the streets pushing the hot dog carts and the ice creams, things like that. Those are entrepreneurs. I ain't gonna laugh at them. I'm gonna go support them. I'm not going to sit up there and say, hey, this the man, how dare you? You sitting up there doing that ice cream, man. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Dude, some of them dudes could cash your check. Some of them guys on those hot dog stands you see out there in some of these major cities, whether Brooklyn or New York or Chicago or Miami down here, and they're making six figures off of that stuff.
There's a story about New York. Tying shoes on the street, making $150
Yeah. Money comes out. If money comes out of where, it's not your title. It's not your title. For those, for some people who are real bougie about titles. I'm Queen Pooh Bar and I'm King. I'm King. Play it like it play it. I mean, cool. You have your title. What impresses me is cash. When you go down there, I'm going to get ready to go down. If I go down to Publix and I go down, wherever I go down to, a gas station or whatever, if I go down to the cigar shop and get one of my cigars, they don't ask me, hey, what do you work? What is your title? What do you do? Oh, man, I heard about you. You're Fitzgerald Stephens, VIP for Karatbars. I salute you. Hell no. You know what they ask? You know what they say? Dude, that'll be so-and-so amount of money. And I better have the money to pay him. I had that story with my barber, and I was talking to him last week when I got my hair cut. I said, man, we cool and everything. You know why we cool? Because you charge a price and I pay you for it. I don't talk about paying you with $3.50. I pay you your price and I don't talk about putting your stuff. I respect your business. That's why we cool. Yeah, well, Fitzgerald never heard it put like that. Think about it. That's why when I come in, you getting up out of your chair and you're dancing and come around and cut my hair, because I'm going to treat your business. I pay you. I don't ask for discounts for your business. So don't ask for mine. And so this is what we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure talking to you guys. I didn't get in much detail I wanted to right now, but I didn't have to. That chart that Mr. Delco showed, Dynas, you can't understand that, or that doesn't pull something out of you. I don't know what to say. All Dynas, Amir, and myself and Michael Delco, all we are here for support for your business, for what you want. You want to say, hey, Fitzgerald, I want to make an extra 50 euros a week. Cool, let's do it. Fitzgerald, I want to make an extra $50,000 a week, 50,000 euros a week. Cool, let's do it. And it is people in this business making that. They truly are. We're here to support what you want to do. You know, but eventually, if you take this thing serious and you really, really take it serious, it can easily replace what you're doing right now full time on your income. And when you don't have to worry about income, that means your time is free. And when your time is free, your time is be able to do where you want to do, how you want to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I respect each and every one of you, even the critics. I bless God for you. Have an awesome, awesome holiday. Remember, I'm still working. You know, for those of you who want to just give me a quick call, you know, and go over this. But I implore you just to register your account, not for us. You're not doing a favor with us. We're making money. All three of us who came on there, we're doing it. Now, I'm not going to say we're making all we want, but you know what? After a while, here's what's going to happen to you. Once you start making money, and if money is all you do life for, you have a poor excuse for life. You know, the real joy is really you helping others. The real joy is when you can give back. And this is a season of giving, you know, and why not just give yourself the gift of financial freedom for next year or 2 years in advance? You know, I think it's worth it. That ass, it's your stream and your show, man. I'll let you take us home.
Thank you. Everybody join. I want to thank Apple for coming up. Thank you so much. I want to thank Joe Stephens. Echo. To get to it. But everyone, thank you for joining. My affiliate link is in the chat room. Click on the affiliate link. Sign up as an affiliate. Also, it's on the screen for the playback, and is also in the description. You will get a personal phone call from me. Then I will get you in contact with Mr. Fitzgerald Stephens. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining. Until next time, Dynasty Mirror. Make sure you go to dynastymirror.com as well. Till next time, peace.
Blessed holidays, everyone. Thank you.